What's up, guys, and welcome back to Poor Man Printing. Hey, y'all, you guys are sleeping, bro. Y'all are sleeping on the Louvitars. And I'm going to show you why. Exactly why you're sleeping. Roll the intro.
Work hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I...
Okay, so what is a Louvitars? Well, it's an extension of yourself. It is a badge. It is a flex badge that you can just show everyone and say, hey, I'm the best of the best, right? So we're going to go into this video with Vetamore and Andrew, and we're going to get a brief summary of what Louvitars are and show you how big they really are. Okay, so let's do it.
Sort of move things onto Louvitars. Could you sort of break down how those are going to be usable, the utility behind them? One thing that I'm still a bit fuzzy on is the exact mechanics behind the accessories of Louvitars and how all of that works.
Yeah, so some of that is actually changing a little bit internally in the development and creative process right now. Like little changes, so here's the basic deal with Louvitars for those.
And also, guys, stay tuned because I'm going to show you something really cool. Like I said, that everybody's sleeping on. I bet you half the people don't even know about it, but I'm going to show you.
That haven't gone deep on it. And we haven't released that much information about it. We've talked about it. Anyway, just so you guys know, everything I said about land sale marketing, Louvitars, yes, probably more on top. So just so you know, we're going ultra hard on these two from a marketing perspective. So that answers that question. But with Louvitars, basically you've got the base portrait, which is, basically a picture of an alluvial, right? And they all have a relatively similar position. And the layout of their face is similar so that we can layer accessories on top. And there are either going to be 4 or 5 accessory slots. There was some talk of how these different slots, maybe one of them would be phased in or out. We're trying to figure that out. But the accessory slots will be, maybe headwear, eyewear, some kind of random accessory, you name it, skin, etc. And in the Louvitars sale, you'll be able to purchase the portraits on a tiered system. And so depending on, the level of rarity that of a box potentially opening and giving you a certain rarity of portrait, that will be one item, one layer of the sale. Then the other layer of the sale is purchasing the accessories separately. And so the accessories, in terms of how we sell those, that there's a current plan of, having a rarity system and potentially having the ability to purchase a box full of accessories and you get a random accessory slot, maybe eyewear or headwear or whatever. And then they're giving people the option of doing a non-random box where if you just want eyewear and you don't have any yet, you can potentially open a box just for that. That's the current idea, needs to be council approved. And so the idea is you buy.
Now remember, everybody, every time somebody buys some kind of accessory, glasses, hat, whatever, there's going to be a small fee that's paid to the ILV token holders. Right? Right.
The portrait, you buy however many accessories you want to buy. You can buy infinity, by the way. And then you can combine all of those into your Illuvitar, which is going to be used in-game and is, it's like this dynamic modular NFT with multiple pieces to customize it. And the portrait is really cool too, because not only is it just a picture of an alluvial, but there's different expressions, which can add rarity. There's different backgrounds, which can add rarity, and different alluvials themselves that are in there will also add rarity, etc., etc. So there's a bunch of options in terms of what you get with the portraits. And the same thing is the case with accessories. So accessories, just because you've got one pair of glasses, let's say, there may be that type of glasses, but a bunch of materials, options of those glasses. So the basic, let's say blue glasses as an example will be common, but holographic, fucking crazy looking ones will be ultra rare. And so depending on how, depending on the price and then the tier of the accessory box that you open, you get a greater and greater chance of getting the rarer and rarer accessories. And so the idea is you're assembling this base layer portrait with your accessories on top. You're combining those. And then there's also another component to your Illuvitar, which are borders. We do not have any purchasable borders planned right now for Illuvitars, but we are looking into a number of borders as like marketing options to work with different partners out there, so they can have a border to indicate their organization or something. We're working on that. And then also achievements in game or in esports or something. So let's say you were, at the upper 1% of the ladder, let's say, in a particular season of playing insert mode here of Illuvium. Then you could potentially earn an achievement border, which would be around your Illuvitar as well. So, and I believe there was like balancer sale, flash pool. It was before my time, flash pool badges that are also another layer that can go on top of your Illuvitar. So the point is, Illuvitars are highly customizable. There are multiple modular layers. I think quite literally billions of combinations are possible, and people can buy infinity of them. So that's the basic idea with Illuvitars, making your Illuvitar unique to your interests and expressing yourself both in Illuvium games. And obviously, you can only imagine that people are going to be putting them as their Discord avatar, plugging it into Twitter and everywhere else, and going ham to show who's got the coolest Illuvitar.
Yeah, 100%. So essentially in this, in the main Illuvium game and in all future games, that you start out.
Now take that. All future games, you will be able to use these. Just saying.
Out with having basically no profile picture in the game, and it's just like a blank icon, and then the only way to really get an icon is to buy an Illuvitar, and you could even just have the base layer, or you could assemble one to uniquely show who you are based on your tastes and preferences.
All of that was correct except for the first thing you said. So we will get, we're considering giving, and once again the council needs to approve all this, but we're considering giving just a basic set, let's call it tier 0 set of Illuvitars that you can have, so you don't have a black box there, right?
Right.
So these would be like basic ones, and so you can choose one and have one, right? So you're not like left out and you're not some like weird black box. So everybody will be able to put something in the slot.
Yeah.
But the tier 0 ones will be like, I don't know, who knows, like 8 or something, like not too many, and they won't be crazy and they won't be super rare. They'll just be the basic ones.
Basic, 100% basic.
And then if you want, obviously, to go further than that, you can participate in these Illuvitar sales. And these Illuvitars, to my knowledge, this is it, like the Genesis set we're selling here initially. That's it, man. There is no more Genesis set for sale ever again. Like you can't go back and buy these. We're not selling these again. This is it. Like if you can buy them today, or not today, but you can buy them when the sale occurs, and you can buy as many as you want. And then in the future, if Illuvium does become this revolutionary game with tens of millions of players or more engaging in the game 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, the Genesis set, it's like, I think like Pokemon Genesis set. Think like when it was Pocket Monsters and having those cards, having that.
Now, I have overheard them say that they would possibly leave the Genesis set up for around 2 to 3 months, and then that's it. No more. Gone forever. So you can buy infinity, but also they'll be gone. So why not just buy a bunch of them, stack them, sell them later on, 6 months, year down the road, and make a ton of ILV or a ton of whatever you want to make, bro.
You were that early on that intellectual property. That's what this Genesis set is. It's being that early on Illuvium and being that early on avatars and NFTs. So there's just a lot of rarity value, I think, with the Louvitars, especially this first Illuvitar sale. So I think that that's going to be exciting. We're also working on additional utility.
Pay attention right here, because I believe I know what that utility is. Now, I could be wrong though. I don't know.
Or Illuvitars. I cannot make promises on what that is today. Our team is very keen on having these Illuvitars, working on having these Illuvitars be more than just your avatar in our games, and being able to use these NFTs to provide other rewards and other benefits as well. So we're working on those right now. We have a couple of very ambitious concepts that we're working on, And hopefully we can lock at least one of those additional benefits down prior to the Illuvitar sale, which would add even more kind of interest in buying Illuvitars.
To my knowledge, this is the first NFT that's ever being sold that there is no like cap on the amount that can be purchased. You can mint an unlimited amount, but once a set date comes, you know, that series is done and no one's ever going to be able to mint them again. And the only way to buy them is if somebody's selling them. And if no one's selling them, you know, they'll get expensive and rare over time.
That's correct. Yeah, there's a finite amount of ILV tokens. There's a finite amount of land NFTs, but there is an infinite number of Louvitars. But the Genesis set sale, when it ends, it's over. And the only way you can get Genesis set and Illuvitars is if you buy them from someone else on the Illuvidex.
Okay, so this is what I want to show you guys. Right here, guys, in the info Luvial. All right, so I was just messing around, right? Just messing around. And I went to the lab and I went to the glossary right here. I was like, okay, let's see what's up in here. I started reading a few things, you know, and I was like, oh, Illuvitar. What does this say? What does this say? This will be your profile picture and represent you in the Illuvium universe. You will have a little 3D character on the sidelines in battle, similar to Teamfight Tactics. Your Illuvitar will be able to move around, emote, and taunt your opponent. That's a utility. That is a utility. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right there, guys. There it is. That interview was a little older, and we just got the webpage yesterday. So that's it. Taunt your targets, emotes, move around like Teamfight Tactics. There it is. There it is, guys. And this is Poor Man Printing, bringing you another Illuvium video. I'm out of here.